Good day everyone, and especially to you ma'am, good day. We are the group 2 and our topic is all about the cardiorespiratory endurance. Before we start, let's take a look our learning outcomes. So by the end of this session, we should be able to explain cardiorespiratory endurance, perform a variety of physical fitness tests using correct techniques, enjoy a variety of physical activities with understanding, and the last one is demonstrate an understanding of concepts and skills acquired in various physical fitness tests and measure their own pulse, heart rates before and after the activity. Hello again everyone, I am Charisme Corbo and I'll be the first reporter of this group. My assigned topic is all about the cardiorespiratory endurance. So what is cardiorespiratory endurance? It means it's a measurement of how well your hearts, lungs, and muscles work together to keep your body active over an extended period by Frey 2018. So, ano bang ibig sabihin nito? It means how strong and efficient our body or our heart, lungs, and muscles are when we do activities for a long time. For example, like mga running, swimming, or biking. Pag ginagawa natin yan, it show us how will our body can keep going without getting tired quickly. So, that's all.
Good morning, everyone, especially to you, ma'am. Good morning. I am Relmark Eaglevis from BEd 1A. So, increased cardiorespiratory fitness has several health advantages. So, daghan kay mga benepisyo if we're going to increase our cardiorespiratory. So, una-una is help improve lungs and heart condition. So, if we're going to increase our cardiorespiratory, so mo improve gid atong lungs and heart condition. Number 2, reduces the incidence of heart disease, lung cancers, type 2 diabetes, stroke, and other illnesses. So if improve ato ang kuan, if nindot ang condition sa atong lungs and heart, so syempre ma-reduce jud or maiwas sa malikayan jud ang mga sakit like heart disease, lung cancers, type 2 diabetes, stroke, and other illnesses, so mga uban pang mga sakit. Number 3, improve the body's ability to endure dynamic exercises. So need you na to improve ato ang body's ability to endure dynamic. When we say endure dynamic, if movements that require the muscles to contract and lengthen through a full range of motion. Example, running, swimming, and cycling. So, katong nga mga example, so moto siya ang mga kailangan para mutaas ato ang heart rate, no? So, number 4, boost your sense of well-being. So, kailangan ginato pod i-boost ato ang sense of well-being. So, unsa man yung sense of well-being. So, mo ni sila ang physical health, mental health, social well-being, emotional well-being, and etc. So, I think that's all for today. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. I am Najida A. Sultan and I am one of the reporter in Module 6. My assigned topic is the benefits of warm-up or the benefits of warming up before physical activities can be as follows. So first is to embrace yourself mentally and physically for your choosing physical activity. So diriya is ang pag-warm up before ang physical na activity is importante siya para kanang like ihanda ang isip or ang lawas sa buhaton or gagawin na activity or pagkalaw. Of course, makatabang po ni siya para makafocus o malikayan ang kanang bitang pagkabigla sa katawan o bigla ang paggalaw. For example, ani is si Marcos. Si Marcos, before siya magdula og basketball, jogging siya first o gabuhat siya og mga stretching para prepared ang iyang lawas pag magdula na siya. Next is to raise your heart rate and blood flow so that more oxygen can be into your muscle. So, ang warm-up is gapataas siya og tibok sa puso ug daloy ng dugo. Maong dako ang oxygen nga gasulod sa atuang muscles. And because of this, mas nagiging prepared ang atuang lawas when it comes of activities. So next is to enable and prepare your nerves and muscles to enhance their movement efficiency. Which means ang warm-up is makatabang siya para magising ato ang mga nerves and also nagiging mabuti, mabilis o kontrolado ato ang katawan and also makatabang pud siya para malikayan atong mga injury. So for example is si Lisa. Si Lisa is before siya musayaw is gabuhat siyang mga light dance and steps para maanad ang iyang lawas and also kanang makalikay siya sa mga injuries or kanang mga pilay. And then the last one is to improve your range of motions flexibility and improve your athletic performance. So pag flexible ang imong lawas, mas dali ka makabuhat og malawak og mahirap na galaw. So makatabang pud ni siya dili lang sa performance but it also pati sa paglikay sa mga injuries, welga, ehersisyo o pakikipaglaro. And that's all my report, and the next topic will be reported by the next reporter. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I am Shinki Dayamali and I am one of the reporter of Module 6 and my topic is cooling down. So what is cooling down? So cooling down is an easy exercise done after a more intense activity to allow the body to transition to rest or near resting state gradually. So cool down is the transition or a process reducing intensity activity, so from intense workout to taking slowly to typical activity that leads or bring your body to a resting state. And one of the examples of that is the deep breathing and static stretching. And that's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone, Christine Abong Kaminadi po, discussing about the benefits of cooling down, focusing on cardiorespiratory endurance. So first is gradually lowers heart rate. Cooling down helps the heart slowly return to its normal pace after exercise, which is safer for our body. Cooling down helps our heartbeat slower step by step after exercise. And this is safer sa atuang lawas kay tungod wala man lang ta kalit nga nihunong sa atuang exercise, which is ang atuang heart is maghinay-hinay og balik sa normal and na-prevent nato ang kanang kalitra nga kakapoy sa lawas and kalitra ta nga malipong. Second is improves blood circulation. It keeps our blood flowing smoothly, which helps deliver oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. So nag-help po siya nga ang atuang blood is mag-keep on moving properly paingon sa atuang every part sa lawas. And tungod ani is ang oxygen and nutrients is maadto sa atuang tibuok lawas that helps us recover and feel better. Third is helps remove waste products. Cooling down helps flush out lactic acid and other waste from the muscles, reducing soreness and fatigue. Makatabang po siya para matanggal sa atuang body ang mga waste like lactic acid nga naa sa atuang muscles during sa atuang pag-exercise. So this helps reduce muscle pain and tiredness. Ikaapat is speeds up recovery. A proper cool down helps the body recover faster from physical activity. So, helps your body rest and heal fast after sa atuang pag-exercise. So, we feel better sooner and ready para sa mga next activities na pod. Last is protects the heart and brain. It prevents sudden changes in blood flow, reducing the risk of dizziness, fainting, or heart stress. This helps to our blood flowing steadily so ang atuang heart and brain is maka-receive og sakto nga dugo. Maka-prevent pud siya nga dili ta malipong kay of course tungod sa atuang blood nga steady lang ang iyahang flow.
So the next is resting heart rate, which is RHR. So it is the number of times your heart beats in 1 minute when you are completely at rest. So it means nga it must be the time nga when you are relaxed. Just like for example, mo pay pagmata nimo sa buntag or when you are just sitting quietly or nagpuyo lang ka. So, ang RHR daw it is very important sign when it comes to on checking on how healthy atong heart or ang unsa ta ka fit sa overall fitness nato. So, naay ginatawag nga lower resting heart rate, which is usually means nga ang imong heart is nag-work well siya and more efficient if lower ang imong resting heart rate. And it means nga ang imong heart daw is it doesn't have to beat fast para mag-pump og blood sa atoang body. And on the other hand is na ginatawag pod na higher resting heart rate nga it suggests na you are stressed or tired or dili ka fit pag imuhang resting heart rate is high pag check. Just like for example sa naido ka buok tao. First is si Alice. Kato si Alice is she is an athlete. Nya gi-check ang iyang heart rate or resting heart rate and it has 50 beats per minute or BPM. So, ang kaning low number is nagpakita lang siya nga iyang heart is very efficient nga it helps her perform well when it comes to sport nga efficient siya when it comes to her sport nga without putting too much strain sa iyahang heart. So it means she is healthy. On the other hand, si Bob is naa siya resting heart rate which is 80 BPM. So this means higher man ang iyahang number or higher man ang iyahang resting heart rate. That is why ang kaning higher number is nagnin lang siya nga si Bob is not as fit as Alice. Nga possible tungod kay di man siya ga-exercise or wala man ako na-mention nga gayon exercise siya or kung man siya ga-exercise, that is why naa siya aning 80 BPM. And also, he is feeling stressed pag iyahang resting heart rate is 80 BPM. So, it means nga stress siya or wala siya ga-exercise. That is why it is so important yun nga we must keep track sa atong resting heart rate. Kaya ron, makatabang siya in order for us to know we are physically fit or we are fit when it comes to our overall fitness. And that is all for the resting heart rate. Thank you.